Hey, Aquarius. We're here to do your reading. We're gonna start with the Queen of the Moon Oracle for an overall energy. And then we'll see what tarot we want to use after that. Doggle's here, running around somewhere. I hope you've all doing well. Did I already say that? I don't know if I said that. Suddenly I'm like, let's go. This one is popping out. Balance. Winning Gibbous 3. 19. Huh. It's like an older woman holding what looks to be a moon in her hands with these moon phases around on this like mobile looking cloud. Interesting. With these oak leaves wrapped around her. It's a lot of symbology there. But she's standing in the clouds, which is Aquarian. With her head in the clouds. But the oak leaves is like a stable energy. The path, which also came out recently for someone else. And beautiful cards. What do I do? I'll use this one. I tend to like this deck. I think it's the True Heart Tarot. True Heart Intuitive Tarot. To make sure that I'm mixing up the bottom. Sometimes I don't. Sometimes I look back and I'm like, every single shuffle, the bottom card is exactly the same. Let's see what these are. The Hangman and the Sun. I like that. Okay. You. What crosses? Headspace. Root of the matter. Recent past. Near future. You see yourself. How others see you. Hopes and fears. Outcome. With an additional overall energy of the Magician, which is fantastic. Similar space, except these are imagery in the background, but these are planets instead of moon phases. And the path seems like I mean, you always have the power. I mean, there are things that supersede that, but I feel like I'm ready. Chill. This happened in the last reading I did, which admittedly was Pisces because I was doing it for my birthday. Anywho, 8 of Wands. Ready. Now these are coming straight from the headspace, which could just be thoughts. You're not necessarily taking action yet, although swords are thoughts. Yeah, this is very much potential energy. The Magician. Maybe a little bit of manifesting. An energy of manifesting. I mean, maybe that's why you need to pause a little bit. Visualize. What crosses you? Whoa! 10 of Pentacles. 10 of Pentacles is what crosses you? Are you... One second. Beautiful card. Maybe you're already sitting in a manifestation? So to bring in more or something else, there's some evaluation that needs to be done. I'm not saying you have to get rid of anything, but that's often the thing about making space for other things. But could just be building upon, but we'll see. Headspace. Have I not seen this card yet? In this deck? I haven't, which is funny to me. I've had this deck, I don't know, maybe over a year at least. The Hermit. He's got his glowing staff. There isn't a lantern, but this is a lantern of sorts. And then mushroom growing around the feet. It reminds me of the monument I went to see recently in DC. This was Martin Luther King Jr.'s monument. It said, oh my goodness. Oh, I'm so bad. Within a mountain of something, there's a stone of truth. A mountain of adversity. Ooh, why can't I remember that now? And this is more magician vibes also. I mean, the Hermit is like where they all, I'm so thirsty. Going within. That's in your headspace. Going within. You're in a moment of reflection, for sure. But there's potential energy there. Root of the matter. 4 of Wands. Okay. Is your stability at stake? That's what just came to mind. I mean, balancing your path and your stability. You're being called in a different direction, but not necessarily away from anything. You're being called to balance more aspects of yourself, it seems. Recent past. The devil. Recent past is the devil. That is interesting. Feels like I'm using this deck for the first time, which is very strange to me. I don't know if I've ever seen the near future. Temperance. So Temperance Angel is actually said to be, well, I don't know if it's strength and temperance, or if it's temperance, more so, that overcomes the devil. Blending 2 worlds. Blending 2 worlds because I see these 2 islands between this sort of fairy tale fantasy castle little island and this simplistic oasis. There's glowing stones, like a glowing crown of stones around her head. It's definitely melding practical sort of material desires with more, I want to say, ethereal soul satisfaction. That's tough. Okay, Aqua. How you see yourself. 5 of Swords. This always gives me red eye feelings. I've actually never done a red eye, or have I? It does not matter. But where it's been awake for so long that you're almost agitated. Something has been I almost said plaguing you, but I don't think that that's quite right. I don't think... It is a soul thing, but it's like... You've been... As an Aqua, you've been able to keep it superficial enough that it hasn't been plaguing you. But it's still there. How other people see you. And that's how you see yourself. How other people see you. The world! Having it all already. Already having the world in your hand, which is what I'm getting immediately, which is not the inherent meaning of this card. But... They already think that they already see you as balanced. Maybe also embracing new things that they don't yet understand. Get the vibe when people seeing you as somebody who is both not that this character is an alternative individual. I mean, just like, not basic. You're not a basic individual. You're already somebody who's dynamic. I think like worldly because of both of the tattoos. You have the snake, which is knowledge, and then these other symbols, of course, that are typically on the world card. There's, but then also mastering the worldly plane. It's good. We'll just say it's good. I mean, the world is also... It's not coming out because... I think because I said what it is. It's not necessarily the traditional meaning of the world. It would be more like a new book, not a new chapter. The wheel would be a new chapter. The Wheel of Fortune. But the world is like a whole new book. Yes, that's not what's happening here, because you're not letting go of everything you've done thus far, in my opinion. You're meant to balance it. You're meant to add. Which is why I was always like, could it be the connotation of like needing to let go of some to put... No, I don't think you have to let go of any of this. It's just like, I don't think that that's necessarily why it would cross you. Maybe it crosses you because there's a bit of a juggling for a time. It would seem temporary. Hopes and fears. 3 of Wands. Still looking for more. Still wanting those ships to come in. Which doesn't surprise me because... Because Aquarians are so intellectual that... Not that there's a lack of satisfaction. I don't think that that is the case. But I think that there's a desire to continue seeing what the world has to offer. Which is great. That's awesome. I mean, I would imagine that shadowy Aquarius would just get bored easily. I hope you're not necessarily fully in that position, because gratitude is great. It's great to be grateful for all the things you already have. And, okay, as I'm saying that, maybe that's why this is crossing you. You have so much potential energy that you might be feeling some kind of way. Try not to. Try not to. Do what you want. Do what you want. But, I'd be careful there if you don't want to lose. I mean, I don't want to give warnings. I don't want to give warnings. But maybe that's the thing, like your stability and all this beauty that you already have in the root of the matter. Like I said, could be at stake. By the devil. There's something that was tempting in the recent past as a newness. Channel that shadow desire. Not everybody's going to be in that position, but I think that's what we're addressing here. Balance your path. Outcome. 3 discs. Maybe you just need new collaboration. I mean, this immediately shows like, this looks like very polygamy style situation here, but it doesn't have to be. You know, do that aqua thing and spend more time with friends. If you have a very stable domestic situation, or let's just say stable life circumstance, as I'm tapping into this a little more, I'm just like, oh, if you're really in this position, what to do here? Say you even love your everything you already have, but there's something not like, I don't want to say you're bored. I want to say you're just striving. There's a striving. And in that feeling, there's a comparison game happening unintentionally. Take care of your responsibilities, of course. But maybe take on a new study. Like I'm gonna get a card of advice to see what. Okay, we'll use these ones. We haven't used these in a minute, actually. The animals don't quite seem. Because this seems like you're in an amazing space. There's nothing. It doesn't. It's like, I'd hate for something to happen to it. Like, that's where we're at. I did cleanse all these decks very recently, but I just haven't used this one. That's yeah. For some reason, I don't know if somebody asked that or whatever, but I felt the need to clarify. No, I cleanse them all. Like, pretty often. Even if I don't use them all, they all get cleansed again. Alright, here we get a card of advice for this potential need for more stimulation. This potential... Whoa, 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 whoa. Vesta. Hearth. Talks about the home. Dignified. Strength. Moon. Perception. Sorry for the sloppy sound. Opposition. Confrontation. Just a minute, beautiful. You heard me, just a minute. See, you hear her challenging me? was gonna say before I saw this confrontation, this opposition card, that maybe, in a practical sense, if these pursuits or these interests, maybe you could find at least one interest. Like, say you're in a couple, doesn't matter if sex, whatever. And even if you also have kids or whatever. Maybe you all pick something to explore together. You each pick something individually. Like, hey, I want to explore this one thing, but I don't necessarily want to do it alone. Like, this is a kind of a partnership sort of thing. Like, maybe a museum, or like going to like the catacombs or something like new. Like, one person might have an interest in, but it would kind of be a group activity. But let each person pick it organically. Like, maybe even just write it on a piece of paper. Be like, this is what I'd like to do. And then just shuffle them around so that not... Because if somebody felt some kind of way about asking, like maybe everybody involved is feeling a little bit like, I want newness, and you feel like you know your partners so well, or you know your family so well, but we're endlessly evolving. And then just do all the things. Like, when you look at the pieces of paper, you might feel some kind of way about it, and it's like, give yourselves a moment to just entertain the idea. Like, slow down. Yeah. Slow that down a little bit. Like I said in the beginning, like, feeling like, oh, go, I'm ready. Like, of course. Try new things. Even if you feel a little funny. Like, maybe someone's gonna want to go to a toga party. It can be like awkward to get into that. You might feel silly a little bit at first, but like, I definitely feel like Aqua would be down for that. I could be wrong. Correct me. Sure. Comments and all that. Yeah. Good luck with this. Finding stuff for yourself in like collaboration, because when you have new experiences with people you care about, then all of the mundane stuff is infused with a little more silliness. I don't know. Just makes the days a little more fun. But I've been rambling. Love you. And take care.